welcome back to quarter one, weeks 8 and 9. This week we are going to be creating a free project, which means you are going to be able to choose to make whatever you want, and you will have all of week 8 and all of week 9 to do so. Now, with that in mind, you will need to make sure that as you create this project, you not only need to model it, but you also need to UV it and create a diffuse map for it. So there's not going to be an actual video this week. You're going to be working on your own project, something you care about, something that you want to do. This will also work in and be your final. So you'll have 2 weeks to work on this. You have all the in-class time you can, which will equal out to about 8 hours total, 8 to 9 hours of actual work time. Okay, and just to get you started and sort of show you what sort of things other students have made before in the same amount of time, we are going to go through some of the projects from 2015. This is the first semester, 2015. Oops. We're going to go through all of those options. So let's go here. All right. So I'm just going to flip through some of these. They're of multiple different levels. All right. Where do you think you can be successful? That's the key here. You want to make sure that whatever you're making, you're going to be able to be successful. That's what matters. Don't worry about making something that looks absolutely amazing. You need to figure out where you are and what you can do so that what you make is going to get done. Scope is very, very, very important and something we need to understand in this class as well as future classes. You need to make sure that when you build something, when you make something, that you know you'll be able to finish it in the time you have. Okay? Because if you don't finish it in the time you have, it's not going to work out so well anyway. So these are just some of the examples from 2015. And then as just where do you think you can fit on this pantheon? Right? Where are you? All right. Now, some of the best work from this year, we'll go through the top 10. That way you have an idea of what the class in 2015 up till the first quarter. Now they've only been working for one semester or for one quarter, just like you. So we'll go top 10. So number 10, we've got Dinklebot from Destiny by Byerly. Did a good job. There's a lot more detail to this than you would expect. It looks very geometrical, but you'd be really surprised at how difficult this was to actually make. We have the Dragonborn symbol by Alex. She did a great job making sure that the edges really lined up with the concept art. We've got Lupo's Manta Ray. Doesn't have a mouth, but still it's an organic object, which makes it more difficult to make because it's nice and smooth. Alright, we've got Mr. Sauer's Jeep. Very, very nice. Good choice. Mr. Scarborough's sword here. It would have been nice to have two angles on it, but also it's difficult to make things with holes in it, especially when it comes to UVs. The UVs like to flip out when there's a hole in an object. Also, notice how the hole is extremely angular. That actually helps a lot in actually getting this thing done without a million extra edges. Alright, and then we have Miss Vega's TARDIS. Looks good. This is kind of a weird angle. It's a orthographic view of the side, so it kind of looks a little strange. Probably not the best choice, but generally still an amazing piece of work. Miss Garcia Coley's Squirrel. You can see some of the seams here that we should probably try and eliminate if we can. Of course, you're not going to see underneath the squirrel's head all that often, so it's a good place to hide a seam. You can also sort of see a seam there and there. That's the nature of the beast. Those are good places for seams, and with an organic object, especially one with hair and fur, it's real tough to hide those. You really got to try and blend through the diffuse map using the clone tool. We have Miss Clavijo's fish, which ended up looking really good, especially all the scales that are in the diffuse map and the edges on the fins. Just really good all the way around. We've got Miss Kosini's little person thing, monster, girl, and finally Mr. Bagherzade's lightsaber. It's Obi-Wan's lightsaber. You can see all the individual smoothing groups on there. So that's our top 10, and that's an idea of what you're going for this 2-week project. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or ask me personally, and I'd happily answer them. Good luck, and yeah, do it. Do it upright. Do it great. I'm excited. See you soon.